new on Curiosity Stream.
I'm James Burke. I'm going to take you on a journey through time.
James Burke's visionary series returns, reimagined for our time.
Now, this is all uncharted territory.
The Washington Post hails Burke as one of the most intriguing minds in the Western world. The New York Times raves he careens from one great moment in history to another.
Where do we want to go from here?
Experience all new Connections.
So what's the next connection?
With monthly, annual, and bundled plans, find the one that works for you at CuriosityStream.com.
J360 Radio.
Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to the J360 Mini Bites here on J360 Radio, hosted by J.M. Brady. I am your host, J.M. Brady. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you all doing tonight? I hope well. Yeah, this is the J-Man, of course. I know we're a little earlier than 10 o'clock, but I decided to do things a little bit differently. You know, as I sit here and I work on the restoration, we're going to go ahead and finish this up because, you see, got the right time to do it, and I'm damn near, I only have, 50 or 60 episodes to get rid of, and we should be all taken care of. Not get rid of in a negative sense, but, to be done with. And then at that point, you guys can enjoy the J360Productions.com the way that it's intended to be enjoyed, and you can pretty much just access any show that you like, download them, and, just have a good time. That's what it's intended to do. But as I sit here, though, there are times where I think, man, sometimes I wonder why I'm doing all this extra care. It's you start to see, the dark side of the public, right? The public needs to be informed. The public needs to be talked to. But then there's a lot of times where the public needs a swift kick in the teeth, And then there's times where it's you know what? As I do these experiments, I don't think the public deserves it. I really don't think they do. But, see, that's the negative side of being a content creator. And if anything, you think about it, the public is nothing more than a reflection of yourself entirely. So, I am not investing into that. Nope, not at all. Because as we do these experiments and stuff, that's what keeps things alive. You know what I mean? I've saw some videos where people talk about other content creators. I've seen videos where people try to make judgments at other content creators. And you know what? Considering I've been at this for about 6 years and stuff, I don't think I'm that much different when it comes to certain things. But the point is that I don't really mention them by name. And those that I'm talking about know who I'm talking about. And it's funny, too, because I remember, some people, prominent content creators, come up and be like, hey, what are you talking about? It's I think you should be listening to the damn story, don't you? Shut them down that way. Not to mention, others that come up out here, oh, this is a J-Man show. I didn't know what you were talking about on it. It was the description's right there, you idiot. Were you not listening to it? It's just weird. But you see, the thing about it is how you're getting successful. You're getting successful because you're starting to see all that other stuff. And not only that, the public is highly ignorant and thinks it knows what it needs, but has no damn idea what it needs. Which is why, you know what? That's why I keep doing the same shows every week. Not same shows in terms of context, but you know what I mean? You got the Mini Bites and you got the J-Man show. And speaking of the J-Man show, as much as that's going great, I'm going to extend it this week. Matter of fact, Jams is running a little late because I didn't have the art in time for you guys, and I want you guys to be prepped on the same level as identical to me. So, whereas you get your, when it's before a Hangouts episode, that is usually the deadline. You know what I'm saying? Or at least before the next big jams and stuff, and I don't want you guys rushing. I already had that little fun when I put 27 up. Yeah, that was a wild day. But if anything else, 43 is coming, though. It's coming next week. But this week, however, I figured there should be a triple play involved. A triple play is the next step of a double special here at J360 Radio. So, if you get 2 J-Man episodes, you get a double special, right? Now, if you get 2 different shows in one day, that's a 2-in-1, and I'll bring those back, too. But this particular thing, I have not done with the J-Man show in a long time, and I want to see if I still got it. And not only that, I want to see, how far that goes. So, you're going to get 3 J-Man episodes, starting one on the traditional premiere day of Wednesday, another one on Thursday, and, of course, a special one on Friday. And that special one on Friday I really want to talk with you guys about. That one on Friday is actually a nice opening for those of you that only have, one track. You know how Jams allows you to perform, yes, but you need 2 tracks to get in? Well, this is your chance to get into the Jam fam by utilizing Jams Lite. And the thing is that you have 1 track. You go ahead and you send me that 1 track along with your Bandcamp, if it's still Bandcamp, because I heard about the Epic Games buyout. Whatever link best serves you. And it could be your personal link. It could be any of your links. It has to be your link, though. And that way we will get people who don't have 2 tracks a shot to be in the Jam fam. And the thing is, I got to put it on the J-Man show because it goes against what Jams is all about. See what I'm saying? But whereas when it's on the J-Man show, though, and I'm still J-Man and I host both shows, it still works. You know? So if anything, we've done this during Jamiversary usually. Because I know music production takes quite a bit of time. I mean, what we're trying to get everything finished, written, produced, and then produced again, and then mixed, and then all the headaches, and then the mastering, and then you wonder if you can get it done in enough time for the show. Trust me, I feel for y'all. I do. Especially if the track doesn't pass the car test. That's a pain in the ass, right? So yeah, it's little things like that. But I always see what you guys are up to, and then I'm always like, what's a better way to get you guys in? And you don't need to think of this as a preliminary. Just think of this as another option. Like, say, if we're playing Mortal Kombat, instead of you going on the tall tower, well, this will be the other tower that you work with. And you know what I'm saying? So this will be fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the submissions look like. And, of course, if you got questions, just email J360 Productions at outlook.com. And I'm right there working with you, every step of the way. And that's what makes it all enjoyable. And if the sound quality is a little different over here, yeah, I'm actually in the main studio working on the mini bites tonight. It's interesting. Yeah, it feels pretty good to be working on this stuff and reaching out to you guys. But definitely, though, it's not jams per se, but it is a special episode of the J-Man Show, and it does work in conjunction with jams. So there is that whole thing to look forward to. Not only that, I mentioned it on a Jams episode before. I want to say it was at least 41 where I was talking about, doing a special J-Man episode. So we might as well just go on ahead and scratch that itch. I kind of know that, yeah, we did the whole emerald green thing for March, but, I'm kind of not in the spirit for doing that right now. And that could change later. But, yeah, I've just been busy over here trying to restructure everything to get it all set and ready for all of us to have a pretty good time here on out and stuff. I don't even feel like watching the Leprechaun right now, which is weird because it's like a ritual here, Anytime that it's March, man, and before I go and enjoy, the spring weather and stuff, I always watch Warwick Davis cause hell to people because, in a way, they stole from him first. So it's like, do you really feel for the people that are getting the axe, or do you feel for the Leprechaun because, he's just trying to get his back pay? That's a question to think about, right? But I will say this, though, and Back to the Hood, when he broke old girl's jaw, though, that stays with me forever. I was like, man, why she had to melt it into a tooth, though? You know what I mean? That's kind of a waste of gold. And then, you know what? It wasn't a waste for him because as soon as he broke that whole jaw in half, pulled that damn tooth out and put it in his pile, I was like, relentless little bastard. Yeah, man. I still need to go on ahead and, actually, we could do another one. I would like to see another new Leprechaun made, but I heard Warwick Davis doesn't necessarily want to do the role anymore. But then again, that's when his kids were young. His kids should be a lot older now. So, anytime you want to come back, bruh, come on now. Be with it. Just little things like that. Other than that, though, I'm also working on some of the power play stuff right now as we go on and everything. And, yeah, the episodes are going pretty good, but I really want to get back into the sandals of Jubei Yagu and go ahead and put a stop to Nobunaga Oda so we can go ahead and get revenge for the Yagu village that was destroyed in Onimusha 2. So whether we jump back into that this week or next week is questionable. But then again, the power play is not on schedule this week anyway because it's all J-Man Show episodes. So let's see. You got the mini bites tonight. You got the J-Man Show happening on Wednesday, and you got the J-Man Show happening on Thursday, and then you also have the J-Man Show happening on Friday. So that's going to be a pretty interesting week. And not only that, I'm really looking forward to a lot of real cool stuff for it. And then a lot of y'all are probably confused, though, because, where we had the schedule there, and it got juxtaposed, and then, the Hangouts episode came along and all that stuff. Well, guess what? Let me go ahead and get this experimental week out of the way, and then we can go right back into the classic schedule. But all in all, though, like if you really want to know like anything else and you really want to see certain things, I suggest that you go ahead and you follow or subscribe to Spreaker.com/user/J360 Radio just to stay in step with our shows. And not only that, the same thing for the YouTube channel as well. I know like Twitch has been kind of a pain in the ass too, but as a backup though, as long as you guys are subscribed to the Spreaker and to the YouTube, I don't think you're going to be missing anything. And then as J360Productions.com comes together, you ain't missing anything at that point when you got that followed as well. So, just stay tuned. And then here's the thing. It all pays off in the end. And, hey, it's worth it. You know what I mean? And not only that, for those of you that felt like, like the thing about self-doubt is that it comes in many forms. I felt it a little bit, but the thing is I shook it off. A lot of y'all feel that self-doubt and y'all wear it for like months on end. So I wanted to let you know this, okay? Don't worry about it too much. You're doing the right thing. If anything else, you just got to reprogram your mind to thinking that you are. And not only that, like there's always going to be people that complain. There's always going to be people that did the same thing you're doing. And then the thing is they always got to be like negative about all that kind of stuff. And if they're in your own group and all that stuff, you got to know when to drop them, and you got to know when to see like people that you want for your tribe and they always say certain things. You got to throw them out. You know what I mean? Because it's not helping the group. And the thing about it is, if somebody is questioning your leadership, well, that's somebody trying to fight you for dominance. And at the same time, here's the thing. We neuter the bastard and throw him out. There's been a lot of times where I had to deal with that. Nobody's doing it better than me. And think about it. Nobody's doing it better than you. Trust your process. Get the job done. Don't worry about other people. And the ones that'll be mocking are the ones that's going to end up kissing your ass anyway. And the thing about it is, I'm tired of people trying to, shoot. I think one cheek's full. The other cheek needs some kiss marks on it, too. Because I got a lot of people kissing my ass these days. Yeah, man. Especially when Alan told me a couple of things that went on. But, it is what it is. Oh, and by the way, don't wait on people. Go do your thing, okay? If there's people in your group that, you want them to catch up with and you've been working really hard to make sure they stay in step with you and they're not in step with you, it's time to cut it. It's time to rip the Band-Aid off. Just do your thing. Yeah, I mean, they're not giving any output on anything, and they're not putting any efforts. And, I mean, they could be going through so many things from here to there. A lot of y'all tell me that story when I call you out on your stuff. But the thing about it is that, you got to honor the deals, too. Which we'll talk about on the J-Man Show later. But until then, though, I want you guys to take it easy. I'll catch up with you tomorrow at 10 o'clock, of course. Stay tuned, all right? This is J-Man signing off. Peace.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.